I have open here the environment configurations file we created in the previous video, stored in my non-standard server location. In this video, we will show that it is not compulsory to specify a dongles.4d file in your environment variable overrides. Instead, the environment configurations file contains a dongle field, which serves the same purpose as referencing dongles.4d files within the environment, rendering the dongles.4d files we created in earlier videos unnecessary and no longer required. When adding a new dongle entry, you'll recognize the interface from when we created our dongles.4d files for each modeling purpose. We'll recreate these dongles.4d files within this dongle location, so this way, dongles.4d files do not need to be stored in a server location, and instead this information is stored solely within the environment configurations file, which means less files to deal with in your customization. This dongle entry will be used to reference my survey license. I'll then stop the video, complete the other dongle entries, and pick up the video again once that is complete. I'll rename the dongle name to survey. There's also a field where you can enter the relevant nodes file to go along with the dongle. So the environment variable override for the nodes file that is occurring in the environment section can potentially also be removed. Whether you do this will depend on how you want to or how you have your nodes files set up. I'll leave it blank for now, continuing to have my nodes file referenced in the environment section rather than the dongle section, and continue to add this specific dongle which holds my survey license. Which is my standalone code meter 5C2D47121F. I'll stop the video now and complete the others. So now I have set up the dongle entries for each of my modeling purposes. Creating the dongle entries in this way allows us to remove from each of the environments we set up previously the dongles_4d environment variable being overridden, because this is now happening through a different mechanism. Now, if we were to remove the dongles_4d environment variable from being overridden in each of our environments, they would all be the same, apart from their name, of course. So they can be removed. It's important to note that if you were to require certain other environment variables to be overridden when you are conducting specific modeling tasks, we would recommend keeping your environment configurations file as we had it set up before this video, with the environment dictating the choice of license via the dongles.4d files and any other required customizations through environment variable overrides. On the other hand, if your required environment variables are consistent across all your modeling purposes, you can have just the one environment and the dongle configuration field can be used to access the relevant license. I'll assume this is the case for me. I've removed my other environments, but I'm going to keep one so that an option is available to me when choosing an environment from the project startup panel. I'm going to rename this environment All Modeling and remove the dongles_4d environment variable from being overridden. I'm going to give this environment configurations file a 1 suffix so I can distinguish it from my other environment configurations file and write it to my non-standard server location as well. On another note, now the environment section can be used for other purposes. What we typically see in this situation is that for larger organizations with multiple offices, this environment section provides the capability for controlling license use based on geographic office location, if that is how the organization wants to control their license use. This would involve having separate nodes files set up for each geographic location, and each location listed under the environment section. If you're interested in doing this, for more information, contact your 12D Model sales representative. Now, when opening 12D Model, under Registry File, I'll navigate to my environment configs 1.4d file. Under Environment Configuration, select All Modeling, and under Dongle Configuration, select Survey, and select Open. Now in the output window upon startup, you can see we are using the Environment Configuration All Modeling, the Dongle Configuration Survey, the nodes file, which contains the key to all of my licenses, and under Help, About 12D Model, the dongle number, which corresponds to my survey license. So we have successfully used the dongle configuration within the environment configurations file to access each of our specific licenses, which are either located locally or on a network.